Welcome to the 2024 Labor Day Classic at Heritage Park. On hole 1, you have to cross in bounds, otherwise you play from the short tee pad. If you land in bounds, you'll have an upshot at an island green. On hole 2, you have to make it through this triple mando, otherwise you go to this drop zone. Hole 3 is 250 feet to an island green. On hole 4 it is mando right, otherwise you go to the drop zone and you have to make it through the gap to the basket. On hole 5 you're playing a 270 foot hole on a very big slope. Hole 6 is a pretty long downhill par 3 at a slightly guarded basket. The short pads have an easier angle at attacking the basket. Hole 7 is a par 5 with mando right of this tree. This is the short pad and you have to make it through all these trees if you want a chance at a birdie. Hole 8 is a 320 foot open hole, but it is surrounded by hazard. Hole 9 is 340 feet and it is guarded by this one big tree. Hole 10 is a par 4 and the short pads have it a little closer. There are OB bunkers that you have to watch out for. Hole 11 is 260 feet and the basket is right next to this big tree. Hole 12 is a short and technical hole with OB right behind the basket. On hole 13 you have to avoid these two big bushes if you want to make it close to the basket. Hole 14 is another short and technical hole with OB really close to the basket. Hole 15 is even tighter with one of the most narrow fairways you'll ever play. Hole 16 is another par 5. You have to make it up this hill, over the OB pathway, and then navigate through these trees to make it to the basket. The short pads start on top of the hill, but the OB pathway and the trees still make it a tricky hole. Hole 17 is a 245 foot blind shot over the hill with one of the steepest greens you'll ever play on. Hole 18 is a downhill par 3 with OB surrounding the basket. On hole 19 you have to cross in bounds or you go to the drop zone. Then your upshot has to land into the island. The hazard is only in play for the higher divisions.